Hello and welcome to my channel. Hopefully a pleasant day. As today I'm unboxing this absolutely stunning collector's edition of the Callisto protocol, and it does say collector's edition, so you know it's legit. So I managed to pick this up on eBay for £90. It's a lot less than what it's usually going for. I was watching this listing, and I think it was originally going for about 140, 130. It was somewhere around that range, and randomly I got sent an offer, so of course I snapped that up straight away. Randomly enough, this is going, I think it was for about £30 in GameStop, usually in the US, which obviously we don't have over here. But yeah, I really couldn't say no to that price at all. So yeah, and I generally did enjoy this game, you know, obviously enough because I actually picked up the collector's edition, and of course I did get the game, which was actually separate. I think I got this for about a tenner, so still a really good price altogether. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to get into this because this has literally been sitting on the shelf for I think about a year now. So looking forward to actually finally getting into it. So yeah, anyway, let's get straight on the unboxing.
Not flesh. Hasta la vista.
Right, so let's open this. So I do apologise in advance. I couldn't really find a good angle. So like the previous collector's edition I've done for, what's it called? Shadow of War. I've had to angle it really weird, but luckily, hopefully my feet aren't too distracting. So anyway, let's get straight on with this. So you've got the box. So you've got Jacob on the front there with his armour, or you know, spacesuit or whatever. You've got the M rated there. And you've got the Striking Distance Studios, which is a bit of a shame at the moment. So it is a wraparound. So you've got the moon there, the neighbouring moon, and of course you've got the Black Island prison. I think I've said that right. I can't actually remember now. Got Callisto Protocol written there, and of course on the bottom is, well, nothing. But on the back it does show you all the stuff you get inside. So of course you've got the steelbook, sketchbook, collector's pins, statue with Jacob and the two-head, and some DLC in the comic book. So yeah, really excited to show this off. So you've got little studio credits there, blood and gore, intense violence, strong language are awesome, especially great combination for your horror games. So this is actually how it came. So if you do pick this up from somewhere and you think, you know, where's all the cellophane, it didn't actually originally come with it. So I'm just trying to cut into this with my penknife. I don't think it's going to be good for taking down biophage monsters, but at least I opened the box all right. So I think I need to make a cut on there. And yeah, I think that's, I just got one more at the top, but I don't know how I missed that. But you know, these things, you just can't predict it. So it is a slip, and of course you've got the box. So Callisto Protocol there, and you've got a biophage black iron subject. So Marla, I can't remember now. Marla. So you've got another dodgy looking monster thing. Got another monster there. And we've got another monster there. So these are all the sort of monsters you find in the game. So that's actually pretty cool. And weirdly enough, it's got like a different texture to it compared to this. I mean, the slip is nice and smooth and glossy. This is more of a sort of rough texture, even though it's just the box. So open up like so, and of course you're greeted with the steelbook and the pins. So I have actually got the game, so I might do this in order, do the statue last and everything, because I think it is literally the last thing in the set. So you've got the steelbook, which looks really nice. So that's the biophage when it starts to adapt. On the front there, and you've got little sketches of the monsters in the game. So as I said, I've got the game here, so I'll put that inside straight away. So for Xbox One. So yeah, put that inside like so. And yeah, oh, where's my game? Where could it be? It's obviously not on digital, so there you go. That is Callisto Protocol on disc. So very nice. And the steelbook itself is a not exactly a sheen or anything. It's more of a matte finish, but it does look really nice. Okay, Callisto protocol there. You've got the pins here, which is you know, pretty obvious because you can say on the back. And yeah, they're all symbols from the game. So I might take one of them out just to get like a good look at it, the quality and everything. So yeah, so you've got a glossy little background there, and yeah, the pin is all metal as well, which is really nice. You've got the back there, so one of the corridors, but Jacob has to sort of sneak through, and again on the other one. So yeah, nice material, nice quality. You could put those on your backpack when you're fighting monsters, but that's completely up to you. So that is part one. So next up is the comic book, no sorry, sketchbook, and you've got Danny on the front there. So let's have a little look through. So you just got a piece of cardboard there, nothing too exciting, but you know, it's going to keep everything sort of flat. So thank you from Striking Distance Studios. And you've got Glenn Schofield. I think he is actually retiring, which is a bit of a shame. You know, one of the founders of, creator of Dead Space, well, the first game anyway. So yeah, have a moment to read that if you want. So my hand's a little bit shaky. I'm quite hot. So yeah, that's really nice. It's actually nice. And on the background there, you have got digital codes. So for the, I think that's for the art book, sorry, comic book. So feel free to use that if you want. I don't know if that's actually expired or not, but you know, I'm not really going to use it. So yeah, and of course you've got the sketchbook, which is actually really thin. Bit surprised to be honest. And yeah, you've got Danny there on the back there. You've got Danny again. So this is technically a art book, but obviously a little bit thinner. So you've got Danny there. Danny again. Danny's smiling, which is actually pretty rare in the game. And you've got some storyboard art. So she's pouring a drink there. And yeah, that's the back. So overall, it's quite nice. Got the protective wrap there, and of course the last thing is the two-head statue. So I apologise for the sound in advance. I can't actually get this out. Trying to think of the best way. So I might actually have this upside down. That is tight, isn't it? Wow. Now, I'm definitely going to actually get this out. There you go. So all it takes is a little bit of elbow grease, like so, and interesting enough, it's got some straps, which is kind of cool and unique. So striking distance on the side there, if you can sort of make that out. So yeah, that's actually really loud. Sorry about that. Yeah, but I do appreciate the fact they put a lot of effort into the packaging. So the statue. So rules are rules. Never eat the silicone gel, because it will probably turn you into a biophage if you're not careful. So yeah, got some tissue paper here just to protect the statue and everything. So it's actually surprisingly heavy. I kind of wasn't expecting that. So you've got some very sharp bits actually on the statue itself. So I would be careful if you get this. So I think this is easy enough to put together. Yeah. So there you go. That's the statue. So you've got Jacob there in his full gear, which you don't get to about halfway through the game. Just saying it, but the detailing on that is actually really nice. The two-head himself is more of a pink look. I think it's more of a brown look in the game if I remember. But yeah, I don't think that's really going to help you standing next against a wall with a massive monster in your face. But no, there's obviously worse situations you could probably be in. Two-head himself, the detailing is actually really good. Yeah, you can see all the splits and everything. The statue itself, it's made of I would say like a really hard plastic, like really hard, you know, not ABS or something. I think it's a bit stronger than that. But yeah, still pretty good. and you've got the bum there. So some mutations going on in that section. Two head himself. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And the fight itself in the game, sort of interesting. There's a lot different. You got sort of the arm popping out there, a bit like a necromorph. And yeah, you got the arms sort of splitting there. So I just want to give you a good look at the detailing because it is really nice. So there's a side there, got an armpit there. Wouldn't look at that. So yeah, overall really good. Yeah, and I'm probably at that point where I would actually display this probably next to my TV or something. The base on the bottom is actually really heavy. You know, it doesn't feel like it's gonna break. You probably could kill a biophage with the bottom there. Got Callisto protocol there, striking distance. But yeah, Jacob there, good detailing. It is a snug fit when you actually place two head on the stand. But it is not exactly secure in there, so I wouldn't tip this upside down or anything. But yeah, that is, you know, it's meant to be flat anyway. So yeah, that's me when I'm trying to get cheese at 3 AM in the morning. That's me trying to get it again at 4 AM. So yeah, and the detailing on the gun again is actually really nice. I do really like it, like upgrading the gun. Jacob's boots there, good take detailing, even on the camos, trousers and stuff. So yeah, really good. So yeah, I really can't get enough of that. So yeah, that is the Callisto Protocol Collector's Edition. I've got to say, I'm actually quite impressed. Especially, you know, to actually get it at a good price, especially 90 quid. So yeah, I don't think there's much else to mention. Just hope you pick it up if you want. And I do think it is a nice looking set. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again. Goodbye. So I'm going to do some cleanup.